Welcome to the Improve and Have Fun podcast. My name is Paul V. Perez, and on this podcast, I work on improving myself while having fun along the way with the hopes of encouraging you to do the same. And I do so by documenting my life and interests. And on this episode, I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on the Social Dilemma Netflix documentary, how it's really had me kind of reflect on myself and want to definitely change my social media usage. For a period of time, a few years ago, I was definitely getting into minimalism. I had a Facebook account and I had Twitter and I had a bunch of stuff. And then with minimalism, I actually started to deactivate those accounts. Even if they've had years of memories and pictures and photos, I just deactivated those accounts and just strictly stuck with Instagram. But when the pandemic started, I enjoy listening to self-help content, and I was listening to a lot of Gary Vee, and he talked about and he made a valid point that you should be on all social media platforms to go ahead and promote yourself. This is where people's attention, that's where it is. It's in social media. It's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, TikTok, and all these other places. But watching this documentary and seeing and hearing the creators of some of the functions and on these platforms, and also some of the people who've worked at these platforms like an Instagram, like a Google, like YouTube and Facebook and Pinterest, and they talked about how there are algorithms which purposely work the user to go ahead and keep on that site, keep on that app, just over and over again, just kind of feeding you content that you may have engaged with, and they're just going to kind of spit more and more at you just to keep you on there. And they make their money by advertising to you, definitely. And that's, of course, a form of manipulation, because you also get into this echo chamber where you're only hearing what you agree with. You're not hearing any other sides, just more and more content of what you agree with. Which, on one end, I like that, because I want to hear more about what interests me. But on the other end, it's kind of like, it's a little nefarious in the sense of that they are feeding you this content, like I said, just to keep you on their platform, and just like click here and stay there. And then it ends up being a time suck for hours. I know that happens a lot with me with TikTok, which I love and it makes me laugh, but I can just stay on there for like 2 hours, just like on TikTok, and it's crazy, you know? Like foregoing sleep, foregoing doing something else more constructive. And there is a time and space for downtime, just to kind of relax. But just staring at a screen, and like I said, being in this echo chamber, purposely being manipulated to go ahead and stay on that platform, I don't think is cool. It's just, it rubs me the wrong way. So I can be very reactionary when I see something that really like kind of clicks with me. And my initial reaction was, I'm going to just quit all social media and I'm not going to go on here, and that's it. I instantly also deactivated most of my social media. I kept my YouTube account because I enjoy YouTube, you know, but YouTube is just as guilty in this same kind of these algorithms that just keep you on their platform. But then after a night's sleep, I decided, like, let me just go ahead and lessen my social media usage, maybe to 2 days a week as opposed to every day, just 2 days a week. And that in turn will go ahead and give me more time to, live my purpose. And I feel like one of my purposes in life is to be creative. I love being creative. It's one of the things that really energizes me. The last few months, I've actually been keeping track of how much time I've been spending on social media, and it could be anywhere from 7 to 12. I think one week was like 15 hours. So it can just be extreme. So 15 hours in a week, like that's all just going, like just looking at the screen and like engaging with it and stuff like that. And that doesn't include TV time. That doesn't even include like YouTube or TV time. That's just strictly on the social media apps. I've watched a documentary a few days ago, and I've already been about like 2-3 days in, and I'm finding all this extra free time to go ahead and, like I said, and create content and stuff like that, and not being too tired at night to like work on content, or too tired during the day to put something together, to write something, to draw something, to make some like little music on GarageBand, just like all these little things that I like. So yeah, I definitely recommend this documentary. If you've ever given any kind of thought to what is the Wizard of Oz type of situation, like the man behind the curtain, kind of working the buttons and things like that. How these platforms are made to go ahead and stimulate your dopamine in your brain, to stimulate your brain just to kind of stay on there, because it's like this pleasurable drip that it just keeps giving you with this content that you're engaging with and just feeding you more and feeding you more. I guess I think it's fascinating, honestly, with everything that's happening this year. COVID-19, the wildfires in the West Coast. And this is not new news, but it just really makes me feel, and I say this to friends all the time, that we're living like in a science fiction movie, you know? So yeah, I just definitely want to know if you've seen this documentary, what are your thoughts? And are you making any changes to going ahead and lessening your social media use? Are you just completely okay with it? And it's a scene out of The Matrix where I forgot, Joe Pantoliano, I think is the actor's name, where he's eating the steak and he says, like, I know this is not real, but this just tastes so good. And he just keeps eating the steak. And if that's the same situation with social media, you know, let me know down below. You can leave your thoughts and comments. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Paul V. Perez. The website is improveandhavefun.com. And I'll catch you on the next one.